Hey, Uchina Kele, Abrala. Hey, I'm getting the money. Ahamadike, Biafra. Ahamadike, Biafra. Ahamadike, Biafra. Biafra, Kwanu. Hey, I don't talk before. No one here. When I come below, when I hear, so no one here. No problem. When the war starts, we go to who be who. Biafrans. How many times did I call you? You don't want to listen. I say boycott every churches that is against freedom. Boycott every food from the Fulani herdsmen. Boycott every onions from the Boko Haram. Boycott anything that come from the north. When we say they don't want to go, they don't want to leave us where we go, but they want to carry their food to poison us. Don't punish them. I said, I'm going to boycott anything we're going to bring death. I'm telling them for Ipob, Biafraland, boycott all their food, not eat their food. I don't talk about boycott Dangote product. Anything we bring. Now, one thing I'll kill you. It won't put you under subjection. Not listen to them. Not buy their food. Not buy their smoke. Not buy their chicken. Not buy their anything. I tell you, if you try, God will punish you. Now they're hungry. Now they're hungry. Let's not forget. Make an answer now one question. Jumama and Emeka. Make an answer me this question. Very carefully. Land did not finish for Sabah. Land did not finish for Wele. Land did not finish for Ramana. Land did not put Land another why can I deceive and say only Yoruba land and Hausa land and I go be the whole much when I go get in the whole world. Now guys are worried now. When are they grace? May God forgive you now. Maybe I come back home. I don't talk about. I say boycott every food from Hausa. Boycott their guli, boycott their suya, boycott their sugar cane. You don't look at say no idea. One day, I tell you one day, very soon, they will not human being like a suya give you for me to talk about Hausa, go to limit. I don't talk about no one listen. Take time. Biafrans. Boycott anything that has to do with the Hausa Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, all their products. Now lie. I said I lie, yo. They want to take and kill you. They want to take your land, invade your house and sleep with your women. They don't know so anything that has to do with them. Remember, Boko, when I say Boko, you say Haram. When I say Boko, you say Haram. When I say Boko, you say Haram. Fulani herdsmen. They are better of self-feeders, so all of them in the same union. Our brothers and sisters, they don't look back for a kilo, they travel human being like suya. That's how I did not tell you. Any woman, any Biafra man, where you make investment for North, for Kano, for Sokoto, for Meduguri, Taraba, anywhere where you get investment. Say I come back home, die no day. They won't kill you. Boycott anything that has to do with Hausa. They are dangerous. Not how they don't tell you. They say that they get man, not take them home. They say that they do pedicure, they do manicure. They won't clean your leg, they won't clean your house. No grill, they won't kill you. They go chop you. Not only that one, including their food and their product and anything that has to do with them. Anything where one consign them, not them. Not only that one, if you don't say a day for Lagos, if they go to the Baba church, if they waste your time, carry your time, they pay, they throw your whatever down. Send the whole property where you go there. Go back home. They don't want you, they don't want you, you don't want to listen. They went down, they bring it. The people where they bring on this message, now Biafraland media group worldwide under the leadership of Mazen and the kind of Ahmadi Biafra, one of Biafraland. Thank you, Kenesia.
Mr. Producer.
All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. It's not about us to be together.
Hello, Biafrans. This message is brought to you by Biafrans Got Talent in different languages.
Ndị mbise mma mmanụ, ndị mmadụ ekele m unu. Ewere m unu ozi. Asị m agwa unu, si, on 30th May, onye ọbụla nọrọ n'ụlọ, ka anyị ike kwanyere ndị nwụrụ n'ihe Biafra ugwu. Adịghị ọzọ anyị nwere ike imere laụ gị ikporu n'ụlọ ụbọchị ahụ, si ihe emeene ka anyị ike nwere onwe anyị. Ndewo.
Ndị ala ụtụtụ ya na ndị arụ Chukwu indewo ọnwụ iyi na-ekwu iyi n'ụtụtụ ọnwa si biko nne ịgbalị anị nọtụrụ n'iru ule 30th May bịa ibe ọbụla aga ịnọtụrụ n'ale a were nwosa nwaanyị a were nwosa Biafra onye ha na-arịọ enyi biko nne ịnọtụrụ n'iru ule ma ihe apụrụ ụbọchị ọhụ a were kweri ụmụnne anyị ndị nwụrụ anwụ maka ịhazi ozi Biafra ọnwa
Meka on the 13th gay is on BBO. I mean, no, in a camphor. Why if you're not cool, you wise and go to the 30th May. Go to the 30th May. I don't send them make it bang again on the Eddie Young Onion. I pay you a wise scene. I don't for say for your code of your bin. I remember them here for you wise and the 30th May. Get 30th May, you are who say for you want 2 folk. I know the uncle, not for Tiago folk do. I find you knock on my them, careful, Ekoto, Kobio, Nigeria, careful the word Biafra. Tiago for 30th May, Baraka will young them for Kufok, young them for Gumfana, make on money.
Ndị Ebonyi, unu dịkwa ahụ ike o. Unu nọ n'ụlọ maka ndị nwaanyị nwụrụ anwụhụ na 30th May maka nwere onwe nke ala anyị Biafra. Ndokwanụ.
Emesiere o ndị toite enyen ye ndị toika nyen kison Kalaba. Mbok nda usene mimbenge mufo ndị to efre brutu. Etie kufok usen 30th May. Kekukuru nyiniri ndị to Biafra. Yang nyini da iye ni dem nyen. Yang nyini kpong isongo mimi fonke iye ni ye irem nyen. Ida ikpono ndi tete nyen ye ndi teka nyen kisong Biafra. Ekpade ke nyen di yene eti obio. Mbok mekpe mufubok userero 30th May eti ekufo.
Ndị item jọkwa n'uwo. Ihe mbe ịkpara unu tọnwa bụ mmadụ aha nọmba ime ụlọ 30th of May nọmba ime ụlọ ka anyị kwarụ ụmụ nwoke ụmụ nwaanyị nwa ọnụ na ọrụ Biafra ka anyị kwarụ ugwu nọmba gboo n'ime ụlọ na afụsatụkwala ezi 30th of May jọkwa
ebe anyị ekene m unu ife m kwekwu bụ maka 30th May mbọsị na-abịa abịa anyị anọ n'ụlọ ka anyị nwee ike lote ndị niile nwụgolu anyị maka nwere onwe Biafra ife m na-akwakwu n'ụlọ si m na ana obi na ọkwa n'ife onye kpọrọ nkịtị ya ka ọ na-aza Biafra bụ nke anyị ka anyị nọlụ kwanyelu ndị niile ndị nwụgolu maka Biafra ugwu ịnụnụ biko zianụ ayọ ka m na ọyọ
ndị ngwa anụ asị m na mbịa gwunula abalị 30 n'ime ọnwa ise wụ May nke ndị bekee na-adịkwa n'ikpọ 30th May anyị hụrụ ndị Biafra anyị si ka anyị were ehihie echi ahụ cheta ụmụnne anyị niile ndị nwụrụ n'ihi nwere nwaanyị wụ Biafra biko adị m eri unu dịka arịrịọ si unu biko orula ehihie ahụ unu nọrọ n'ụlọ unu nọrọ kpọrọ unu n'ụlọ tee unu ma mmiri unu rie ọhịa m si ka m gwa unu
Wagwan Jamaica, enough respect for you all. About to respect for me brother man them Biafrans and a Jamrock. Me want to tell you something now. It's all about at the 30th May. You know how we are falling here, them at them lay down them life away. We know if you second down type on no house. We know if you mourn them, you know, because them do a big strength in the way. One know if you tell you no react now, we know if you sit down on no house. We know mourn them on 30th May. Go the way me tell you brother. Because we have to remember them. It's a big thing for them do for we. Enough respect for you all.
Ndeka, Ndebo, na Delta State, Biafraland. Dodo no dịghị ime mụlọ na 30th May.
Ndị Anambra ekene m unu. Ana m asị ka anyị niile nọrọ na yard na 30th May nke na-eje ịbịa. Ka anyị cheta ndị ebe anyị ndị nwụrụ anwụ maka na ọtụtụ ụmụnne anyị anwụgo maka ife Biafra. Ka anyị kwanyere fa ugwu ikpeazụ nke anyị ga-enyere fa. Anyị nọrọ n'ụlọ na 30th May cheta fa. Udo dịrị unu.
Allow me to worship Ipob on behalf of the entire family listening right across the length and breadth of this very planet. All of you who are ordained, all of you who are destined to perform wonders, I welcome all of you. Now I will present you to Chukwukikabiyama in heaven. Therefore, our Father who resideth in heavens above, looking down upon the pain and the suffering of your children, as was foretold by those who has gone before us, that a day will come when the world will gang up, when all the children of darkness will congregate to prevail against your children. That time is now. We are in pain, we are in so much suffering that man cannot begin to comprehend it. We ask for your mercy. We ask for you to come and present and provide a way where there is none. We ask you to Chukwukikabiyama ka inwe ike mee amara n'ime ndụ ụmụ gị n'ime na-ebi obi n'ebe niile dị iche iche ruo ebe niile ụwa sọtụrụ ka ịdị mma gị na ebere gị biko gbaso ha ụbọchị na-eke ndụ ha. Ọ bụ asụsụ eluigwe. We call upon you this evening. The vultures are congregating, the saboteurs are rising up. We are beginning to identify them, and we are dealing with them. We ask you to give us the strength. We ask you for courage. We ask you for every ounce of determination and resilience. Make us as hard as steel, as only you can do. Baptize us in your word, in your knowledge, in your truthfulness, and in your strength. Make it impossible for our enemies to come close to us. Destroy them before they come very close. We will be tempted, of course. Our defenses will be tried without a shadow of a doubt. Sometimes there may be breaches, but in the end we prevail because that is your word and that is your promise. This evening we hold on resolutely to that very command of yours. Your own spoken word. The word that you gave to your children when you said to them that they should not worship any idol, they should not bow before any graven image. We have made mistakes in our lives. We have bowed before European idols. We have done everything but worship you in truth and honesty. But now, having realized the errors of our ways, we present ourselves before you, that you may do with us as you please. So it was prayed thousands of years ago. That same prayer will re-echo because we are nothing without you. We are nothing without you. We can have the best defenses in the whole world. We can procure the finest anti-jamming equipment available. But it is you that will defend your inheritance. You will defend Biafra. You know that we are honest and truthful people. You know that we preach this gospel in the knowledge that your children must be free in the land of the living. That they may go back and worship you in Zion as they have done thousands of years ago. This is our prayer, now and always, because we are your children. You can't abandon us to the forces of evil and darkness. That is not your will, and it can never be. That is why today, tomorrow and always, as you have called us to undertake this very monumental and a big task, as you have determined that your word must be preached in the land, that very land you gave to our ancestors thousands of years ago, so shall it be done in our lifetime. Allow us to be worthy to serve you. Chukwukabiyama, allow us to be considered worthy to serve you. You know we speak the truth. Our enemies are liars. They are cheats and they are killers. They are bloodthirsty bastards, all of them. All of them, Bano. They have brought their lies to bear upon all their dealings. Their tongue is very spiteful against those of them who are righteous before your sight. Please don't allow shame to befall your children. Don't allow shame to befall your name, because we answer your name, we bear your name. That is why today we make this very prayer in the sure knowledge that Biafra will be restored as your own kingdom upon the face of the earth. that you will be worshipped every blessed day of our lives, as our children will do, and so will their children. Until time everlasting we have prayed in your name. He said,
once again, good evening, fellow Biafra lovers of freedom. Men and women of goodwill, conscientious people, wherever you are, all over the world, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, streaming live from this very fateful day, the 19th day of the month of May, the year of Chukwukikabema 2019. Radio Biafra Extra is streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uchi Ukafomefo. He is from Abatiti. Abatiti is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafraland. Is the one who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. He said, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is something most of you will not be able to comprehend, considering where you come from. Nothing comes in contact with Nigeria and remain the same. They must be corrupted. And so when somebody comes out and says, I will not allow corruption to get close to this thing, this can only be as a result of divine utterance or something that has to do with divinity. Of course, Mazuchi Ukafomefo is standing in the deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandioku Kano, the Prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom. It took the grace of Chukwukikabiama for somebody to be able to stand up and speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people. From Egala to Doma to Yala to Boboroa to Ugeb to Tinapa to Calabar, down to Goja, all the way to Ibibio, Efik, Enam, to Andone, to Ugoni, down to Kalabari or Kreka, straight down to Iguacha, Port Harcourt, Heroha, Mbiama Patani, Abua, Udua, down to Ahoda, all the way to Ipie, all the way down to Patani, all the way down to Mbiama, everywhere Urubu Shekiri, a mark, a water, a wohimi, all of you down everywhere. Nobody commands our loyalty. But of course, we are not trying to make you say, you just come, tell me the name of your village. Our leader don't need to come there. I'll bring one of his pictures. And then bring your best man. It could be governor, it could be senator, it could be anything. Then we know who owns the land of Biafra. This is one truth you don't want the world to know. But no matter how much you try to suppress the truth, one day you will understand that we are the darkness that man's the light. And by the special grace of Chukwukikabiama, I remain George Unibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. Delta State is in Biafraland. Delta State was far part of the former East Midwestern region. I wonder what my ancestors were doing when they totally sidelined us, put us into another region. No wonder Yoruba lay claim on everybody in Delta State and in Edo State. No wonder the Obi of Ebake is very shamelessly and stupidly following Bini people. You are from a market, you are from a motor, you are a car people in Edo State, you are following Yoruba man, you will end up in Oduduwa land. Obi mde baka na gwandi oba bi eru okwe baba sotono. You president in the baki we baba sotono no wa gwanya to legu. Oni abo kan wo onye boto. Mpa mo no le chanu no na ma to we chuku. Oba bi no ni obi aya edu so no hu we baba sotono. I do not blame you, I blame my POB. Because when IPOB is representing the market, it looks like the market is China. The market on the apple. The market is our people. So when you are saying a market, what of a market? You think a market is China people? A market is a car people. You helping the Yoruba and the Hausa to fulfill their useless, hopeless, divide and rule agenda. You can imagine a market. Mama Tana home is a market. Abo, they can be abo. Don't make me get angry this evening because you will receive typhoid fever wherever you are. Just in my own very eye, divide and rule is prevailing. And IPOB people are helping it to succeed. No, we in IPOB, we are helping it to succeed. I hear a lot of people, they say, back in Edo State, Agbo in Delta State. Who told you there is a difference between Agbo and Baki? Who told you? Whoever told you that? Is the person insane? Maybe somewhere along the line, I will start saying Igbo in Onitsha, and then in Indiaran in Imo State. Maybe I will start dividing you. You are aiding them. Ibake again. We are all Eka people. Don't help them to make it achieve. Obi of Ibake can go ahead and collect money from the Oba of Benin, who is a Yoruba man, one of the sons of Oni of Ife. That is his business. The youth president of Ibake can begin to deceive the gullible ones who don't even know what it means to be a Biafran. But it's not going to last. Ogbomudia has not even recovered from what he does, not to talk of all of you. You think we are naive, you think we are ignorant. Let me continue before I digress further. I'm a Judge Onibe. I'm from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. Abo is in Edo State. So when you are yapping, Abo people state, we occupy more than 45% of the land in Edo State. There are certain truths we do not want to say it. But of course you will understand. You will be the one saying it at the right time. Urumi Sakoek Bomawuchi. We know our people. When the time comes, there will be no hiding place for Nigeria. For the avoidance of doubt, at least till this moment, I served the indigenous people of Biafra in the capacity of the African rep and the Nigerian Interim National Coordinator. Before we move ahead, we must acknowledge the Almighty Creator, the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man, the one who is our guide in matter both great and small. In wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, he remains the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. His name is Chukwuokike Abiama. You can choose to call your God any name. Call your God any name. But my God, as a Biafra, his name is Chukwuokike. Chukwuokike Abiama. Tamono. Somebody give me the name of the name we call the Almighty Creator in Biafraland for the avoidance of that. We must acknowledge him. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, ịmakwa n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị, obiọma gị ujuru anya dadi o, ịmakwa n'inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. Ana m aja gị mma o, dadi n'eziokwu n'ịmara mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị, obiọma gị o juru m anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o. The Almighty Creator himself, Chukwuokike Abiama. Chukwuokike Abiama. So much to say. Of course, the enemy will understand that no man can do what IPOB is doing, except first of all, they have the backing of the Almighty Creator. Except first of all, that he, Chukwuokike Abiama, is with us as a people. Tonight, I'm so much in love with him. I feel like saying it over and over and over and over and over again. I feel like worshiping him more than I could be able to ever do. But I also understand that there is no better language to worship him, no better language to give him praise, no better language to acknowledge him, except in Igbo dialect. Believe me, when they talk about the language we will speak in heaven, I have no doubt about it. That the angels in heaven speaks, they sing, they worship him. in Igbo dialect. If you think I lie to you, please come forward. Worship your creator in your dialect. And then I'm going to worship him in Igbo dialect. I may not be able to sing all of them in the way it's supposed to be, but I'm telling you, you will feel the touch of heaven. You will feel the touch of heaven, because it is the language of heaven. You think Yoruba pastors are employing you to come and be choir master everywhere for nothing? You don't even know who you are. You don't even know who you are. Yoruba, Hausa pastors, all of them are inviting you. Come and sing for us, come and sing for us. You are following them. You think you are an ordinary person. You are not. But one day you will understand. And I pray the next generation of Biafrans will understand what we have gone through. And they will be able to stand in the gap to make the difference. I just have to give the Creator reference tonight, because the journey has just begun. Why am I dedicating a special number to the Almighty Chukwokikabiama tonight? Because when the governors of Southeast and South are able to come out and tell you that today we have considered it and we have to sit at home on that day, and then God is at work. God is at work. Chukwokikabiama is at work. I thought they were the first to jump on the social media platform and say, don't mind them. Do 30th of May. It's going to be that that day now. If you do 30th of May, Nigeria will lose the economic and they will lose money. Okay, we are not going to lose money again. We are not going to lose money again. And then you are saying, okay, we have done meeting, and from our meeting, and then after our meeting, we have concluded that yes, we will respect IPOB, and we are going to see that yes, on that day, that because when they want to lie to you, they don't even know what to say any longer. They begin to yap. They begin to shut on. And I'm telling you, yes, you see, we have to remember them, and somewhere along the line, we have to, you know, he's Chukwokikabiama. We must acknowledge them. We must acknowledge him. I've been in many worship centers, and each of these worship centers, I noticed that other worship centers, there is nothing to take home there. The only thing you see there, the only thing you can see there is mechanical worship pattern. Mechanical worship center. Until you come to a worship center where Biafrans are the ones who are leading the praise and worship, you will never know what. Whenever you come online and you are ready to deliver the gospel of the Almighty Creator, Facebook and Yoruba people, they can never be able to survive it. The next thing they do is they cut you off. But of course, on Facebook platform, they've temporarily succeeded in cutting me off. I will be reconnecting, but they are not going anywhere. Every piece, every 1 second of broadcast on Radio Biafra is on record already. Because somewhere along the line, the next generation of Biafra will understand how hopeless these animals who want them to recognize them, are working very hard to make sure Biafra is not restored. But we have the record. We have the record. The truth must be told. The people must know the truth. And in the end, they will be free. So Zugabite, you need to start all over again because you came late. Yoruba working for Facebook. Get ready. The journey has just begun. I'll be back in a minute. Of course, they will frustrate you everywhere, but we are not going anywhere. You see, people don't understand. I have never known how powerful the name of Biafra is until I encounter them. The network providing services are paranoid. The criminals everywhere are paranoid. Oh, they release me. Don't release me. Cut off everything. I am broadcasting from Abo. Abo is in Delta State. All the witches and wizards, gang up. You think we don't know? You think we don't know? Picking we say mama no go sleep, no go sleep. Tonight na tonight. If you dey prepare to sleep, no sleep. If you just dey wake up, work no day today. Make you write application to your company say you know they come today. Today na today. Facebook, Yoruba Facebook, make una start. Cut me off now. You don't tire. I thought you were going to. How do they say it? Penalize me for violating your what do they call it? I thought you were going to penalize me for violating your rule. But I've not. Every song I sang is meant by Biafra. Some of them are even made by my father. But of course, we know all of you. You see, I took time to listen to the genocidal war opposed on our people. British government fear was that why many countries gathered against Biafra was that Russia was there trying to create or claim preeminence. They supply Nigeria with ammunition. British government have a touch of heart. Somewhere along the line, maybe they would have repented. They refuse to repent because they say, okay, Russia is giving our Fulani weapon to destroy Biafra. If we keep quiet, at the end of the day, Russia will become the owner of the massive oil in Biafraland. So British government decide to chance Soviet Union, USSR, Russia to gain relevance. And so Russia stand aside. I'm happy that Russia has divided into more than 13 states as we speak. Britain own will be worse than they can imagine because Lucifer is the one who presides over the affair of the Europe. Sassion, terrorists. Somebody, oh, of course they are civilized. Very hopeless civilized, I must tell you. Oh, they insult people. They abuse people. But Africa is the richest continent on the face of the planet Earth. But yet Africans are the poorest people on the face of the planet Earth. And then you come and play God at the end of the day. And when I talk now, they say, no, don't go that side. You know they're going to help us. You're not going to help us. God will punish all of you. I'm broadcasting from Abo, DSS, EFCC, SCPI, Boko Haram, Fulani, Hesmen, Yati Allah. Look for interpreter and come there. Thunder will fire all of you. You know, you expect us to come mourning. We are going to mourn for you, but not yet. We will mourn your father and your father. Criminals of the highest order. Criminals. Cut me off Facebook because I'm waiting for you. I need to reconnect. Ndiera. Everywhere. And now play music to for Chuko Kikabiyama. You are cutting me off. You think I send you message? Biafrans, enjoy the music before we go into our topic. Don't be in a hurry because I'm not in a hurry. Even if you didn't call in tonight, we will conclude it. So this is close remembering day. We must remember that. If I cannot deliver my lecture, my topic this evening, we will start tomorrow morning. Yes, while we are waiting for the music to resume, but I must tell you, if you are a Biafran, you are playing saboteur against Biafra, you don't know what you are missing. You never know what you are going to miss. You know, you can imagine the journey has not even begun. They are frustrated. Let me tell you, over 5 network providing services are fighting me. I notice that anytime I come on air, I put Radio Biafra Extra. They begin to fight me up and down, bottom and sideline, riverine or upline, bottom line, and all they begin to fight me. Those of you who were following me during the moment of news presentation in different segments, the segment of news presentation in different dialects in Biafra, you will know network didn't worry. Now, those of you who are always on net, you know that the more you go deep into the night in Biafraland, most especially when I'm broadcasting from Ipob, the lesser people are online. Now, it is time for me to come online. This is when Facebook, they are muting me prematurely. I know those of you on Facebook are still noticing what is going on. But on my end, they have crippled me. Because these people think we are naive. They think we are ignorant. We were there when they were debating on the table on how to deal with Biafras. We were there. We were there. They never fought for us to be alive. They fought to extinguish our ancestors. And that is why we are here. I'm only worshiping Chukwokike Abiama in Igbo. I never worship Afabo. I wonder what they're not cutting me off. Now, they want you to feel what I'm saying, but they don't want me to be in control of the position. So all the network providing services in Nigeria, of course MTN, South African companies, they had of all of them. But I know they are the real toothless bulldog. They are the real hopeless. Of course, tonight is going to be dedicated to Chukwokike Abiama. I am very happy. But they are not going anywhere. Once we come, Zugabat Yoruba agent with I wonder, Zugabat with all the money Zugabat has made is still I wonder Homo sapiens. I wonder Homo sapiens, how hopeless they can be. Oh, you are okay, you are powerful. What power, my foot? You people should wake up, because kingdom fall, kingdom rise. What you have been doing to Biafran people for over 200 years, is it not enough? Sugar by Facebook, Yoruba dirty people, Gota media, cut me off. What are you waiting for? Because people are still having access to it. I just want to watch you. Today is Sunday. Most of you went to Yoruba church to give them money. You don't even know the evil you are doing to yourself. But we will address all of your stupidity. They've not cut me off yet. Ndiara. You think we are in a hurry to get Biafra? Of course we are in a hurry, but we are not in a hurry. I know you are hearing me, because I have more than 20 gadgets monitoring all this lunatic. But honestly, I know at this moment I cannot be talking, you could be hearing me. But it crippled me, it frees me on my own end. But it's a matter of time. We don't do all this their nonsense. Person where do gun, I do bulletproof. I never know. If they don't release the music, make una they enjoy them. When I enjoy and finish, then we continue from there. This is Nigeria. I noticed something. 2 years after the Biafran war, there were oil scarcity around the globe. 2 years after Biafran war, I beg, first make I tell them finish. When as I want to talk truth now, they don't release the music. Who asked you to release the music? Pause the music very well. 2 years after the war, there were scarcity of fuel everywhere in the world. Why? Because all the oil position in Biafraland that were shut down within that 3 years of war has eventually made the whole world to begin to lack crude oil. Now you know where all of them gathered against to kill our people, but they want you to feel you are irrelevant. Only 3 years of war. The next 2 years there were scarcity everywhere. I'm sorry for all of you. My grandmama will tell me, I'm sorry for Johnson at Ibadan. I beg worship Chukwokike Abiama, make I open my land for all these criminals. Criminal-minded individual, worse than Satan himself. They want oil. We have a topic for this evening. But I have been taking time meticulously and systematically studying all the agents of their people. Don't understand. When they say give order, give order, give order, you must understand the people you are fighting before you begin to ask for order. We have not given order. Look at all these saboteurs everywhere. You have not given order. Thank you, Chukwokike Abiama, that the order have not been given. Because of course the order will be given. I have been observing it. Whenever I come on air and I tap Radio Biafra Extra, that is when networks start worrying. If I don't type Radio Biafra Extra, I will move freely. I reported this issue. I complained about this issue 3 days ago. The next 4 days ago, the next 2 days, they allow me to broadcast freely. I came in this evening, I said, okay, let's go freelancer. I didn't put Radio Biafra Extra. For the past 2 hours, I have been broadcasting without Radio Biafra Extra on platform of Radio Biafra. It was fine and good. And the moment we come to the time where our people eye must be open, I just type Radio Biafra Extra. All the whole network collapse immediately. When they deceive me, cut me off Facebook. It's almost 30 minutes now. You are still lingering with premature network. You're thinking you're naive or ignorant. You are fooling yourself. All of you are fooling yourself. We know what the problem is. But somewhere along the line, you will understand that Biafrans are not people you can exterminate. If we are here to ask for Yoruba land, if we are here to ask for Hausa Fulani land, if we are here to conquer British government, may he leave us at the mercy of our enemy. But if we are here to exercise our right to self-determination that we might become the author of our destiny, all of you, forget about where you come from, Yoruba with Ipob blood, people like Blue Jack and Iruanya, Hausa blood in Igbo land, all of you, unu kejironu rachale, unu kejironu kwale, unu amani hunu remu wano, unu roni he ogan wogwe jasi ndi buro, huna kariale ndi bo, hunu ibu onyamo, mpa mabu ono. But what exactly are we talking about? 30th of May is it at home. We must honor our heroes and heroines. Alive or dead, we will honor them. And then you are trying to play with it. Oh, let's. I mean, our boy, very close to the police station. Mad people, come there. He's certain people. They say they don't like but look at the conspiracy. Conspiracy of the highest level. And we have to play that which belongs to one another. I just want to broadcast as usual for people to wake up from their ignorance. And then there are conspiracy already. Imagine if we take AK-47. That is when you know there are many countries trying to push you. Okay, go ahead, you are with you. The same way they were telling our supreme leader Mazen and the canton, we are on top of you, we are upon you, we are beside you, we are beside you. Where are all of you? Of course, you have changed my topic this evening. Conspiracy of the highest order. That is what it is. 30th of May. Those of you in Biafraland, sit at home. Those of you in Biafraland, sit at. Look at your Yoruba Gota media. Look at how they are fooling themselves. They are giving you 2016 video clip of Buhari in Mecca before he died. Are they not ashamed? Are they not ashamed? Please enjoy the worship of Chukwokika. Let us say the truth. Somewhere along the line, what we do on this platform will echo into eternity. Like every other person that are paying to be able to have access to social media, we paid the price. Facebook will say, don't violate my policy, don't violate my profile, but we didn't violate. Facebook is even banning me for playing the music sung by my father. Who gave the Facebook the authorization? Ndara. Who gave you that authorization? Shut down your website. This is another era, a different dispensation. Not the time for half tokens and measures of silvers and corn and wheat. This is time where men has to confront the truth once and for all. For God has given each man gift, and we are empty without one another. The more you suppress Africa, the more miserable you are going to find yourself. You are going to see diabetes. You are going to see cancer. You are going to see disease without name. Because this is just the beginning. There is a God that sits in heaven. He presides over the affair of man. Dim Chukwemeko Dimegu Chukwu stood up and said, it's time for us to go. God create Biafrans different, and create Hausa different, and create British government different. He gave you different cow, different goat. All of us are different, even to the food we eat. But somebody said, no, I'm going to play God. And what power? Who told you you are what power? Who told you you are what power? Tonight I challenge you. With all the, what do they call it? With all the technology at your disposal, I challenge you. Come to Abo. Come to Urugudu. Beam your satellite in Urugudu. Beam your satellite there. You can only poison us secretly. Stop fooling yourself. No, look at Facebook. As big as Facebook is, it's Yoruba people doing dirty job for him. As I'm talking to you, my system, all of them are focusing. But it's a temporary one, prematurely. In other words, they hinder me from disseminating this gospel of freedom. But yet they fought for freedom. British government When German came for them, they had their tail like that fearful dog. Today they are what power? Do I blame them? German would have wiped them out. Where are they today? The president of France is telling you that the reason Africa is poor because we have 20 children. But the reason France is powerful because they married their grandmother to Fiakwa. But maybe we have to be politically correct. Let's be polite. Let's sound normal. And then you kill people, you come and play God at the end of the day. Every day on BBC and CNN, you begin to see European people, British people, sound things. Oh, this is the brave man. He's saving lizards from drowning in the mud. But they say, oh, look at IPOB. They are terrorists. How dare they deliver millions of Biafran who are walking around sheepishly and hopelessly across the globe? You turn around, TB Joshua is busy telling you, oh, this is a Biafran boy. He wanted to cross desert and he was brought to my church and I gave them 3 million. If you think you are playing that politics with us, you playing that politics with us? How long do you think you're going to do that? Praise the Lord, hallelujah. Oh God, miracle. Yoruba church, you are there, very hopeless. I pity you. All the miracle happening on social media, inside television. Is there any of your neighbor that have been healed of blindness? Do you have a neighbor that have been healed of cripple? Have you any neighbor that have been healed of cancer? I said, you are listening to me now. You have any of that? Please send a text message to Radio Biafra and tell me, George Onibe, you are lying. You only heal people on radio. They are mad people. You are deceiving me. But are we talking about religion? Of course, we will talk about them one of these days. We never get their time. When we get their time, we cure their madness. It is so that the people when they say them Yahodoshan, Yahadashan, Ajagadashan, and then they work with Joe Ibokwe inside Biafraland, inside the same Shabbat. Our leader introduced to deliver us, to give us a political identity. They just come and make us tell our people waiting, they make they move ahead. Then all these lunatics begin to frustrate their father. You think you are frustrating me? You are hallucinating. Let us appreciate Chuko Kikabiyama. Levels of frustration. What did I say? You see the level of conspiracy. You may never know before, but now you know. Of course, they are frustrated people, but we must continue. This is Radio Biafra for the avoidance of doubt. Our intention is simple. Our target this evening is simple. We are going to remember our fallen heroes and heroines on the 30th of May. 30th of May, we say it is sit at home here in Biafraland. And every Biafran, wherever you are in Biafraland, please do not forget that 30th of May is sit at home. Sit at home. Honor them. Normally, if Facebook have not shown their color, you know, sometimes you need to let people understand how hopeless these people are, how paranoid they are, how useless they've chosen to become. That is the reason why I have to make the world understand what is happening. This is the time they need to leave us alone. This is the time they need to get busy with the issue regarding Biafra. This is the time where we must tell ourselves the truth. Because no matter what you do, in the end, Biafra must be restored. Do not think that you are invincible. Only the Almighty Creator is invincible. Kingdom rise and kingdom fall. Your time will come. And how, at the end of the day, you manage the situation at hand will actually determine how your end will be. We are people in need of freedom. The first community, the first nation in Africa to exercise their right to self-determination. But it's unbelievable that even at this moment, we are still fighting for our freedom. We are the first nation in Africa to engage the international community and say, allow us to go, allow us to go. There is a mistake somewhere. The creation of the zoo called Nigeria has been the greatest atrocity against humanity. Allow us to go. But they said, no, you will not go. You will not go. They say we will not go. But what is our crime? What exactly is the crime we have committed? What is our crime? Allow us to be. Allow us to be. Allow us to be. Biafrans, wherever you are all over the world, you must understand that if our crime is being Biafran, we didn't choose to be Biafrans. I did not choose my mother. I did not choose my father. I did not choose to be a black man, neither did I choose to be a Biafran. And I understand that the Almighty Creator Himself is the one who have this total preeminence. He alone had the final say in regard to this issue. And then why will I apologize? I will never apologize for being a Biafran. I will never apologize for being blessed by Almighty God. But I will look for a day when the enemies of Biafra will answer the question of the atrocity they've committed against us as a people. Yes, of the truth, today it looks as if you are in charge. But honestly, it's not going to be for a very long time. Allow Biafrans to go. Allow the world to be free. Go back and search and find out and discover what God has done for your people in order for them to succeed. And then you begin to see how useless the oil is when people like you discover what they are made up of. Maybe you're going to see the truth. You will see the truth. And then there will be no need for anybody trying to kill another. There will be no need for outside Yoruba killing Biafrans, trying to exterminate them just to have access to oil. I understand that God made man, and man made money. And it is said that money make man to take another man's wife. Money make man to take another man's wealth. Money make man to turn fellow man to beast of burden. Money makes the enemy of Biafrans to make sure that Biafrans are not free. But we shall see how it goes. Of course, I will be coming back shortly, and we will open our line, because we cannot look at our topic any longer. I dedicate today to Yoruba Guta Media. I dedicate today to saboteurs. I dedicate it to all of you who think you can stop us. I could have continued, but you know, you don't have to actually keep quiet in everything they do. Sometimes you need to respond. So they understand that it's not as if you don't know what they are doing, but we must allow the world to know that they are evil. And that time will come. I'll be back in a minute. Yes, sir, we must continue. Biafrans across the globe who are following us tonight, I want you to ask yourself a simple question. What is our crime? Have we conquered anybody? Have we taken that which belongs to another? What is our crime? But we've tried to be disciplined, we've tried to be polite, we try to engage the world in the normal sense. But do you think it's really working? And so when you are yapping and you are telling me you are Niger Delta or Delta Niger or you are Hanese Ndibo or South or Southeast, ask yourself a simple question. Why is it that you do not have international airports? In your Niger Delta and your Delta Niger and your upland and riverine, ask yourself a simple question. Why is it that you don't have a seaport, you don't have an airport, you don't have a tide road, you don't have electricity, you don't have good drinking water, you don't have education, you can never be employed anywhere, you are hopeless and you are useless in your land? You must develop Yoruba land and Hausa land. Police must collect money from you, bribe every kilometer, every 3 meters away from your building. You must pay tax. Why is our land under military occupation? Maybe if you are sincere enough to that, you begin to understand why Facebook is battling, handing over to Yoruba Guta Media to undo us. Maybe you begin to reason. Maybe. I'm not sure you will, but maybe. This is Radio Biafra for the avoidance of that. 30th of May. If Unayan would like, if governors of Southeast and Niger Delta like, let them say that day will be the highest you can do is you will unleash Boko Haram soldiers everywhere. But we are waiting for them, because those you have killed has not gone to bed. They are waiting for all of you already. They are poisoning your children already. There is an organization organized by Nigerian government now. They are going to put water treatment in your borehole in every school, so they can poison your children, because Ebola didn't work, chickenpox didn't work, among others. Now it is water treatment facility they are giving to your school, and you are fixing it. You think Nigeria is helping you? You think Nigeria is meant for you, Biafrans? Wake up. We had Ahiara declaration. It led to the death of our people. We had Kayama declaration. Where did it go to? We have Obi declaration. How far? We have Ogoni declaration. What did it lead to? And you are still there yapping. And you are intellectual. Intellectual, my foot. You begin to get respect and regard when Biafra is restored. You are Biafran, you are yapping. You are not an IPOB. We will show you how hopeless you are at the end of the day. Look at Zugaba. He is jumping up and down. Zugaba forgot that it is Zenda that killed Bluetooth. Zugaba forgot that it was Facebook that killed To Go. Don't worry, more platforms are coming. At this moment, our lines are open for the avoidance of doubt. Our topic is simple, 30th of May. Will you call, tell your people to sit at home? Disregard any information that say otherwise. Run from people who are doing genocide exhibition. Now them, run for them. Mazana the Kanu is trying. We love him. It's just that his pattern is not very okay. Run for them, not them. Mazuchi before is very gentle. He would have been more robust. Now them, make you run for your life. IPOB should show us a new platform. We need a new methodology. Run for your life, now them. We love Biafra, but the name need to be changed. Run for them, now them. Oh, they need our oil. That is why they are saying they are Biafra. Make you run for them. Now they are higher killer, the Boko Haram in disguise with that. They want to remember 30 hero. There is no need. Let the dead bury the dead. Run for your life now. Them. Masina the Kano should have come back to Biafraland now. Why is it in Israel? Now them. Make una run. Now them. Saboteurs everywhere. Of course, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line remains 070-815-45642. I had some group of intellectuals, as they call themselves in the zoo called Nigeria. You know what they were telling me? He said, you see, we love Mazen Nandekano. The problem we have with Mazen Nandekano is that he's very slim. You know, supposing he's as big as Uche before, you know, when he comes, he will be presentable. Ndiara. Is the size of Mazen Nandekano your problem now? Run for them, now them. Make a run for your life. For the last time, our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line, I repeat once again, is 081-221-52971. Special number dedicated to the female is 081-288-58614. Special number for the female 081-288-586. Of course, 14. But we are going home. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp.
Hello, good evening. My name is Second.
Good evening, your name.
I remember your humble servant. And so in the weekend, I am calling from Obibo Senegocha. I am from Enugu, the Nigeria province of Biafraland. My African rep, I must say that you are doing a very marvelous job. Martin Zuckerberg can do what he likes. You don't give a damn. He can cut you off as he's like, because this is not the first time, and this is not the second time he is doing that. But mind him that 99% of the people that are patronizing Facebook are Biafrans, because I don't think Hausa Fulani can go to Facebook to do one or two things. We are the one that is patronizing Facebook, but you should keep on doing what he's doing, because very soon IPOB Biafra will soon launch their own social media. In regard to our 30th of May, I want to call Biafrans, lovers of Biafrans all over the world, to please make that day a very remarkable day, because 30th of May is a day that we will never forget in the history of Biafra. 30th of May is sacrosanct in the history of Biafra. It's a day we are going to remember our gallant hero and heroines. It's a day we are going to remember our mothers, our fathers, who were massacred in cold blood by the terrorist army of Nigeria, who were killed by the mercenaries of British. It's a day we are going to remember 3.5 million Biafran children that were starved to death. It's a day we are going to remember 2,000 IPOB that were massacred on the streets of Biafraland. It's a day we are going to remember Johnson Dubisi, the guy who said, go and get Biafra for me even at the point of death. The doctor refused to treat him. It's a day we are going to remember it's a day we are going to remember Chinedu, who died in the home of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are great heroes and heroes who fought like a soldier. We will never forget them. When Biafra is restored, their name will be written in a platter of gold. When Biafra is restored, we will always remember them. It's a day we are going to remember my comrades, whom I shed tears. I remember her, Waka Waka Biafra. It's a day we are going to remember her. She laid down her life for us. She laid down her life for Biafra. We will never forget them. We will never forget the dead. Those who say let the dead bury the dead, let the spirit of Amadioha and the spirit of thunder strike them dead. Because our fallen heroes can never be forgotten. If a day can be set aside to remember the stupid Abiola, then what of we Biafrans? How can we forget our own? The so-called Igbo governors and Ohanes and Joshin and Diamandi Kokondi Pipi Papopo. The yoke smokers will have in Igbo lands can go to hell. We don't give a damn about what they say. We are not going to forget our own come 30th of May. Come 30th of May, let there be total shutdown of Biafraland. Come 30th of May, there will be no movement. Like our leader said, anybody that come out that day, the spirit of our fallen hero and heroine will strike that person dead. If the person wants to dare us, then let him come out that that's what will happen. We are not afraid of the zoo police, the zoo terrorist army. We are not afraid of our Hanes Zendigo. All we know is that 30th of May is the total lockdown of Biafraland. All we know is that 30th of May are going to remember our fallen hero and heroines. It's a day we will remember them because they fought like soldiers. The reason why we are alive today is because of them. If they never stood to fight like a gallant soldier, I don't think that me and you will be alive today. Because the plan of the British was to wipe us out. The plan of the terrorists, so they tried to get from the surface of this earth. But they stood and fight like a hero. And we must remember them. They laid down their life that we may live. We must remember them come 30th of May. Let every Biafran in Biafraland, as soon as it will not 12 on that very day, light a candle for our fallen hero and heroines. We must remember them. We must mourn them come 30th of May. 30th of May is sacrosanct. And 30th of May is... Thank you, my indefatigable African rep. Keep on keeping on like Director Wallace said. I'm signing off from Arime, a.k.a. Ebemiri Chinoso Ibobikemba. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Anna Mekelegi, my brother, George. I bless the name of the Lord on your behalf because the kind of job that you people are doing is wonderful. I so much love you for the effort that you are putting in this struggle. And I'm encouraging you both from you to the last person in IPOB. So I pray that the Almighty God will strengthen you people. No matter what the enemies are doing, Biafra must emerge. No matter how deadly they are, I so much believe that they cannot be powerful more than God. What we are doing is the work of God, not a work of Satan. So all their evil plots will return back to them sevenfold. So I bless the name of the Lord because of you people. Our leader, Uche Mefo is a wonderful man. He's a good deputy. He's a wonderful deputy. Obrona Ali Basena or Doziak, Mabrona Wane, Seno Doziak. Uche Mefo is a very wonderful person. He's a nice deputy. So I pray that the Lord Almighty will bless him, will protect his family, and give them more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to continue this struggle. Biafra must come, whether they believe it or not. Biafra must come. We are praying. I'm a pastor. We are praying because of Biafra, and we are trying all we could to see that all the plans of the enemy will not materialize. So continue, my brother. It shall be well with you. It shall dwell with IPOB. It shall dwell with all the lovers of freedom all over the world. I say, may the Almighty God bless you and continue to bless every IPOB member in the name of Jesus.
Thank you very much. Amen. Can you hear me call on the line? Call.
My name is Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ada. Go ahead, please.
My other person is still talking. My name is Susan. I'm calling you. Yes, hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Stop listening to your radio. Stop listening to your radio. Then go ahead. The word is listening.
Good evening, Biafraland. I want to remind you all that ethnic peace at home. Please, my dear brothers and sisters, that dear fellow women and men, if you know that you love yourself, and if you know that you want to live your full life on this planet Earth, stay at home on 30th May. Come nowhere. It will not risk anything, and it will not cost you anything. If you want to live and see your children, stay at home. If you want to live and enjoy the work of your children's children, and if you want to stay alive, and for them to take proper care of you, stay at home. But if you don't, I want to tell you something. I beg, let me speak our English. When I don't ask for myself, my brothers, you're living in diaspora. That makes you are living. You don't hear where they come and like they go everything. All you Biafrans who are living in outside land, have you ever seen an Amazigh man or woman? Have you ever seen ambulance calling Amazigh people in the name of they are going to burial ground? All you Biafrans that live in Western region, which is in Biafraland, and I don't see where ambulance is calling Yoruba people every day by day they waka in the name of the one go bury them. I want to ask them. Make them answer me this question. In Biafraland, day after day, there's no day as ambulance. This ambulance will not pass in the name of the one to go and bury two children. And I know those people where they killed in the 1929, 1949, 1956, all the IPOB members, they broke from 2014 or 12 to up to date. Don't you know that they were about? Our founder, our mediator, he has the kitchen area. But all these people, nobody buried them. Nobody cries for them. Nobody sends for condolence for their houses. Nobody knows where their corpses are, even their face and their skulls, and even their skeletons. On another stage. When I ask myself, why is it say, let's see the rest of in the morning? You know they suffer diabetes. You know they suffer heart attack. You know they suffer what they call it, low IGP or low BP. You know they even said that you know that. But you just talk when you won't go market or you won't go to see somebody. On your way, you just fall into the ground. This is that person. You know not these people when they know better in the best. Because in the spiritual world, they not get this. They not get anything here. They just cast them out because nobody can tell them. So it is really they lose their life for bury them. So it's better you stay at home. And once you stay at home, and respect them, pray for them, then God in turn will be happy and wake up and say, oh God, so there are people that remember us. Oh God, please bless them, give them long life, so that they will bring, so that they will live and bring the resurrection of this our nation and our spirit and our spirit. Then when you ask them, then they will get a good spot. A good because that is good and touch our enemy. Don't keep people know that. So make you respect on ourselves. Even you, when you call yourself, governor or amazing you may not say, you don't ask yourself, this is what you should do. How are you going to be buried? Who will remember you? Nobody will remember you. It is better for you to repent. And if you didn't repent, I don't know what tomorrow will do. If you like to send your children to Arabian countries, none of it like this here. All I know is that atụfụkwala ya nwanne otu Chineke ugozi na-enye ndụ maka na ụbọchị ọnwụ mmadụ ka ụbọchị amụrụ ya n'ihi na ụbọchị amụrụ ya ka ọ na-aga na nsewa iko nwanne ndozie ụzọ gị. I'm singing this song to you. Ọhaneze ndị Ayara. I'm singing this song to you. All governors of the Biafraland, repent before it is too late. Repent before it is too late. My brother, it's better that all of you sit at home. I'm preaching to everybody, take out my condition. I've been preaching to people to stay at home. I, my child, will stay at home. That's very safe. So, let's each and every one of us, irrespective of your language, stay at home. Let us honor the dead. Then, when we die, when we pass from, because we will not live forever in this planet earth, then our children will remember us and honor us as we do people in the mighty name of Yahushua.
Say thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yeah, Mazanibe. I greet you.
Good evening.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. This is Emeka from Trinidad and Tobago calling. I'm from Osuka, Ebawa, Aka in Enugu Province. Mazoni, I greet you very well for your hard work to restore Biafra. I make everybody. I wanna be onye drying. Mazi Nnamdi Ukukano, our deputy, Mazi Jimofo, all the principal officers, Akachazi Yuwa, George Onibe, Amekeleni Kuku, our African rep. And the Bayan Bawaka, and Osuka as a whole. Enugu amasịkwa pụta n'igwe.
Of course, the same Zoo Epileptic Network, but we must continue. Yes, of course. Before we take another line, let us acknowledge Ukikabia. There is something you don't understand about yourself. You are Yoruba church, you are saying hallelujah, hallelujah. You should be wary of Yoruba. I will start this Facebook prison is Yoruba, not that Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg has collected his money and is gone. Ask Yoruba, Usafulani, what is their problem? What do they want in Biafraland? What is their problem? And then you are there, you are usher, you are choir, you are singing Yoruba church thinking you are going to heaven. You people release Yoruba music now or Hausa music, worshiping God. You see your shame. No wonder our leader say, have you seen any book written by Hausa man? Have you seen any of them? Of course, they write strategy of war. Bruta wrote strategy of war on the Ara. He has not been to war, but he's writing strategy of war. Let us pause a minute and acknowledge Chukwu Biama. If I'm a Biafra, is it my fault? If I be only Igbo, is it my fault? Is it my fault? Ndiara. Tell your Yoruba pastor to worship God like this Biafra woman. Let's know who is taking who to heaven. We are trying to tell you, you are watching them trying to bastardize our blood lineage. You are watching them trying to bamboozle us. You are watching them trying to think they can frustrate us. You are the reason why we are delaying. Wake up. Wake up. Immediately I alert the world on what Facebook and Nigerians are doing, Yoruba Gota Media. They refuse to cut me up. They left me on premature disablement, if the grammar is correct. I notice whenever Masu Chemefo want to come on air, they block him. He said that the audio changes or the video changes, something must change. Once you see Radio Biafra on Facebook, your body start vibrating. To you. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on the line, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Adadinorama. Go ahead, please.
I want to bless you, God, Biama, for what you are doing for us. Thank God for your life. I bless you, God, on behalf of our Father, Mazi Nambekano. Mazi Atikemeko, the true God, bless them, give them, protect them in the name of Yahweh. And I want to speak to our people in our language to tell them that with me. They should sit at home. Sorry, my name is Chika. I'm calling from Mada. Ndị ise, ndị ameki ise, okoko amaokwu, isi ogo itoolu, nikoni, taset na onye ọbụla nọdụ n'ụlọ ya. Ka anyị rite ndị nwanne, ndị nna, ndị nwanyị, ndị enwe mgbakara ihe, isi ka anyị ndụ. Ekwekwa ekwekwa nkwu, ya kwasị ya bịa bịa. Anyị n'isi ya erute, bụ nwanyị ụmụ mkpa ya erute ya. Onye ọbụla nọdụ n'ụlọ ya, that taset me, onye ọbụla nọdụ n'ụlọ ya, nikoni. Onye ọbụla kwado n'ụlọ ya, Chineke kere mmadụ n'ikpe ma onye ya adịndụ juru Biafra n'aha Chukwu Abịama.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Biafrans, wake up. Don't let them deceive you. Call on the line, can you hear me?
Hello, good
evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes. I'm calling from Ngwacha. My name is Inyoko Nkekwe.
Inyoko Mabarie.
Go
ahead, my brother.
But, I'm from Ikot Panantue in Maremi, Akwa Wasivo province in Biafraland. Right now I'm calling from Iguacha, Umukalabo. I am a member of IPOB in Garrison Zone. I thank you very much. See, I thank our South Africa, Middle East, all people that anchor Radio Biafra. I thank them. I thank our able director. I think it's all Aguro Young Buddhist guide and protect me in the mighty name of Aguro Young Buddhist.
You see.
On 30th May, me and my family and the entire Biafraland will be shut down that very day. We will be shut down. Everybody will be at home, will sit at home that very day. Let me talk to my people in my language.
Go ahead.
The talk wise, I mean, the again in the phone. You're going to get there. For a tenant parental. Came Pareni, care for about people, program, out of a 5 state, Biafraland. And Mamba make a million on big water, back in time come to Calabo, Mindoin IPOB, and to Garrison Zone, hardcore. Ya will be the car, Mbuntum, Ya Frewu, in the talk about people, Ya Frewu, which you put in it. Moabun to Momentu, Momaun who come to send to talk, abom mo yetem ku ko de ko ni ku tenem ku tenem to padi ni ku ten taati ke fiong e tinem ke prewe bi ku ko ni ko mình tiki wane ko mi no nyen para ni ki wo ku funom ni jai ku no mo mình ti ru wo nyen mình ti tanga ke ko mo te de ma ke ne pa ke ko mo ni tai kai tin ni apre na wane ko mo te ni ma ku ke ne wane ko mo ba ku wo ku mpana ka apre ni ku no man ti pa ke ti ai ki wo ru ko an na sin na ni ka lo de ne ko adami an ni ku no mo ti ku ko o te ni ro e no mo ku no para mo e bi o ke nyan ki to de mo ga wana metre ke ni ne be I be na wana mi ni e kama ya apre ni ke ku ko ni ro ri ngwa tru song we ke ku ko ku no man ti ta ro we pa ga wana me manga ku no pre mo u se ta ti nero ya apre we ke ku ko ku ka pon teke yen bi da pon ku ko ku je o ni ro ko ka no ba ti ya u bo mo ro ro ju bo mo ro ro ya u bo mo e ta ko me affect Nigeria government ma fa ta u ase ni ni ke ku nyan ya u bo mo e ta ignoro ya u ignoro e di o ke ya fa ke spirit ba ke ya fa ere ere ku mo ngo me ka me ke nyen ngo ga kire wo e ti ku tere ro ku so I kuno ku pro me wo ti pa e anwana me fi le fion nte ka ka mi e ke ro le fion a je ti ku yo no mo jumbo ya fra nyen I ti ku ko se ni ro I kuno mo de ko yi mo yin ko tan ku ko ne ro ko ri ba ani ko ngo ko ngo ko I mi ko wo ki chuwa e no on ta chuwa e ya fra wo e ti ku ko se ni ro u se ne ro ho to zu ten ke ri ko e de mo te ne ke ka mbu tu ko bi wala no kwa bi wala ke bi wala mo tu après we ke ko se ni ro el ti ya la ni après we tu ku ko I tu ke ku ko no ni ni ku no de bi la ke we ya ko ke ko ba ke e je ko na bi la ke ke ro ko ka di de ya we ti ke mo ni na ma tanya na ni ro ka se ti après we ke ku ko ku te ke wo ti bi so ke ti ku no nyan ti ka ga ma la me no nyan ngo e so ma je ibe I want to thank my leader. Thank my leader so much. I thank every Biafra worldwide, lovers of freedom. I thank Israel. I say may God all Aburo Yomoburisha guide and protect everybody in the name of Chuko Kikabiama. Thank you very much, Judge. Thank you very much. Go ahead and enlighten us. I enjoy your program. I enjoy everybody. Oh, my leader, so much love my leader. Now, Aburo Buronyon. Imagine, but do you know what is Aburo Buronyon?
I wish I know.
You go Kikabiama. You know, you always say I will speak in the language you will not understand.
Of course. That is the spirit. Now, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Yes. Go ahead.
I've tried to search all the tribes that make up Biafrans.
Okay.
And I would say the number one on the list fighting for the total liberation of Biafran people is the Igbo race.
Yes.
And then I look at the second in line is the Akwa Ibomite.
Yes.
And on behalf of all the Biafran people, I say to you, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You see,
thank you very
there are 10 men that stood by Ojukwu, rather 9 men stood by Ojukwu, making them 10. All of them fought shoulder by shoulder with Ojukwu to ensure that Biafra is restored. But I can't fathom, I just don't understand why it is that at the end of the war, when Philip Effiong handed over the government and the leadership of the Biafran state over to Yakubu Jack terrorist Gowon,
the terrorist in charge.
Something happened.
Yes.
Out of these 9 people that supported Ojukwu, making it 10, half of them followed Nigerian government. They served the Nigerian army. They were retired before they died. And then the remaining half of it, another half of it were assassinated. They were ambushed and murdered immediately after the war. Or rather more than half. And then it looks to me as if after the war, Nigeria gave them carrot. Half of Ojukwu men accepted that carrot. They served Nigeria thereafter. They retired and they died. And Nigeria buried them. Then the remaining half, more than half of them, refused to accept Nigerian carrot. And the end of these people was said that they were ambushed and killed thereafter. But the cause of their death is not clear. And then when I begin to analyze them, You have only one man standing alone. I don't know why they didn't kill him. Because I know he rejected Nigeria and their carrot. Why they left him, I don't know. But I believe that the God that shapes our way was with him. And that is General Philip Effiong. I remember they came to him and they said, take this carrot. And he said to them, as a general, I was not conquered in the war. And even till today, I will not allow myself to be conquered. Nigerian left. That is why they didn't bury General Philip Effiong.
Yes, I knew.
They didn't bury him because he refused to accept the carrot. And now, by the time we begin to analyze those who walk with Ojukwu buried by Nigerian people, some people will get angry. You know, that thing they did it today, they can provide it. But of course, I'm not saying every Akwa people are genuine Biafrans. You have one chopping in that is chopping off. He's chopping me in America. And he's telling, I give IPOB 40 days, he's going to give me account. Those ones are not Akwa Ibomite. We know we will see.
Those who are fertilized by
he don't even know how his village look like. He don't even know how his village is claiming to come Islam. He's there. I'm on Turumbo. I am a Ibomite. I am from the Effiong village. As I'm talking to you, I'm in America. I am eating donuts. You can imagine Doshi. They think they can deceive us.
Doshi and Ndama. Oh my, that person is not from my mother's village.
He just collect money from
your community.
Imagine.
My mother is from Ibiono. My mother that put birth to me is from Ibiono. All those people are criminals.
They don't know
they are fertilized by Yoruba and Hausa people there.
Yorubas are tired for propelling life now. What they are doing now is working with network providing services company because they run it anyway to frustrate them. Let them come and tell lie. We are waiting for them. So tell that guy, in fact, send a message to that guy saying he's Oturumbo, calling from America, he's giving up. Tell him to be born again or never to come back.
Let me pass the message to my language. Go ahead. Yang ini dia orang suruh IPOB, dan ini orang suruh kena mana kau agak ini kajian boleh agak suruh dia kena mana. Yang di tahun itu bagai Amerika itu semua, itu kena nanti, ya makan semua orang nyewu, ada nyewu tu tapi, orang nyewu. Untuk apa kena di orang yang jawab orang, orang pasti jangan ini, orang pasti jangan. Apa yang kita jangan ini tu? Apa yang kita orang nak ada tu ini beri, itu orang nyewu beri. Apa yang orang kita nyewu? Ada orang kata Amerika, Amerika ini dia. Ini apa kata nanti ada orang video, ya, boleh tahu ke bang? Apa ni sendiri punya orang tu ini yang kamu ni. Kalau pakai Amerika, dia orang apa? Because ama yang orang dia, ini cuma dia orang yang pengen lepu, ini yang kami yang lepu. Betul sembuh. Kalau kau ini orang IPOB yang di isang dia, berarti kau cukup betul full. Yang ini orang tu confirm IPOB. Kau betul Amerika tu war in war. Mas itu sudah mat people. See, making Papua do. Making Papua do because the one day me na party I go do after.
You know they come home now. You know even know where. If I thought say na Akwa Ibom man, you know the road to their village again.
Now what me I tell am?
Make it tell. You don't even tell and say Okada man from the village now. No worry, God bless you.
No mind that. I pray don't finish. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Shalom to my leader. Shalom to my leader. Thank you.
He just stay there. They yap. Okada man we go carry you go home now. Awusa. The tree where you use, they recognize your father compound before you travel. They don't cut them down. He did there, they chop indomie. They say, I'm a Akwa man, I'm a Turumbo, I'm a Toro. Come home now. They are mad people. So don't insult them, behave. Okay, let me do. In fact, I will come and do Reverend Father for you. So you go to heaven immediately. But yet you don't want to die. Mad people. And I said, my last caller. On behalf of Akwa Ibom, I say all of you, thank you. I use you as a point of contact to reach out to the true Akwa Ibomites, not all those saboteurs. No, ask yourself a question. 9 men stood shoulder by shoulder with Ojukwu to fight to ensure that Biafra is restored. At the end of the Biafran genocidal war, more than half of them were recruited, were reinstated, were incorporated into the Nigerian army. What is the miracle there? As Nigerian love us to that extent. Now you know. Maybe you never know. The way you see that, they say, well, we love Mazen and the car. It's just that on a marrying them, rough for them, not them. I love what Judge Johnny is doing, but he insult people. Run for your life, oh, not them. Now, Mazuche me force you ginger. It's not ginger. Run, oh, not them, oh, not the same people, oh. Show us the signed and sealed document. Not them, oh. Run for your life. Facebook, you never caught me. Why you leave me for premature and network on the ara? Cut it now. You think we are in a hurry? Our leaders say when we are done with the zoo called Nigeria, you will bleed shame and disgrace. Look at you now. Buhari now is supposedly in Mecca. And now you are showing us picture of Buhari in Mecca 2016 before his demise. Mad people. Can you hear me call on the line? Can you hear me? Go ahead, please. Hello? I will advise you to turn down your radio set.
Hello?
You are listening to your radio set. That is why you are saying hello, hello. Lower the volume of your radio set, Ada, and talk to me via your phone.
Hello, Mazi.
Ada, go ahead, please. I'm with you. The world is listening. Of course, that is why when you call, turn off your radio set. You are listening to your radio, but you're not calling me with your radio. You are calling me with your phone. When you call, turn down the volume of your radio set and concentrate on your phone. Don't you get it? And of course, all our lines are open and you're free to call me. Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Good evening. Go ahead,
I greet all dear friends. I appreciate you. Appreciate our leader, Mazi Nandekalo, and Mazi Kenefo. You, Mazi, and for the good work people are doing. People are doing wonders.
Caller on the line. Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mazi Eze of Family Writers Press.
Go ahead, my brother.
I want to use this opportunity to appreciate you, Mazi Onyebe, for your effort towards this Biafra restoration struggle. The same way I want to appreciate Mazi Chemefo and our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who are working tirelessly every day and night to make sure that Biafra restoration becomes reality. I want to encourage them to tell them that no force on earth will stop them from this very agenda of restoring Biafra because it is the will of God. Nobody will stop them. No force on earth will stop them because here, anyone with God is majority. On the 30th of May, which is fast approaching, I want to assure you that since 2014, the people of Biafra have been observing May 30th at home, even after the rank of Nigerian government, Nigerian police, Nigerian forces, and others. Yet our people will observe it at home. This year will not be an exception. At least we are making progress that at the moment it only takes about 2% in the Biafra that are talking about people should go about their normal businesses. Nigerian government is no longer talking. Nigerian forces, except police that just fulfill formality, are no more talking. That is to show you that we have humbled them. So there is nothing for anybody to fear about. What is important is that 30th of May, we are going to remember our heroes and heroines. Those who suffered dying from 1945. In fact, those who suffered dying from the time of British expedition, as we have analyzed in the past. So the 5 people who died during the
Those
1929 women riot.
who died during the exploration era, during the invasion era, during the Aba women massacre, during the genocidal act carried out against our people, during the genocide itself of 1967, during the invasion of our land by Fulani headsmen and Yoruba, during the massacre of IPOB, including those who died during this ongoing massacre as we speak.
All of them, we are going to remember them. All of them, we are going to remember them. So no force on earth will stop us. We must remember them. Anybody that is going to challenge this very ritual, let me use language, ritual we are going to perform on May 30th. May the land of Biafra open and such persons swallowed in the name of Chukwuka Biama. He said, thank you and good evening, Mazi.
Yes, we must continue, my brother. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
I want to tell the world that we in Benin Republic, we are ready for the 30th of May. 30th of May, we are ready for the date. We in Benin Republic, we are well prepared for the 30th of May. What will see us, what we watch, how we will do that day. We will celebrate it, no going out. We will celebrate it, no shop will be open. No market will be open for Igbo people, for Biafra people in Benin Republic. We are ready for that day, and we are praying to Chukwuka Biama to hold us, to care for us, and protect us till that day, that we will celebrate it and remember all our heroes and heroes that fight for us, that make us live today, that fight for us, that they didn't finish us. Then we thank God for that, and I want you to know that we are ready for the 30th of the May. Thank you, Mazonibe. I agree with you very well because you are doing the work wonderful. But God is always with you. God will help to give you strength. God will give you everything that will take to do the work. We must reach the end. I thank you in the mighty name of Chukwuka Biama. Thank you. My name I am Eze Godwin from Benin Republic.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Deputy National Coordinator, of course, I know you. Well done,
thank you,
Yes, we must continue. Can you hear me call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Auchen Lambela. I'm from Mbela. I'm calling from Ohafia local government.
Go ahead, please.
Well, I want to thank Chukwuka Biama for letting me hear all this preaching, all these gospels from our direct leader, Mazina Mitekalo, from Deputy Minister and from you. What the investors with the youth. One, we are often and sometimes they do provoke what because Mazina Mitekalo is our town land. And the Nigerian Zoo government will be coming to Abuja with 2,000 men, and that was why they came to his home. I also promised them that he will come with the head of that idiot or that pedophile called Buhari before he was late. One, I want to make this comment to our people in our own dialect. I have women not the blind area in the family and Nigeria, the Kuzu country. Not the blind area into the Mariano. Not going to join and go and not do Yanako. All I want to but then you need to the often leave for often leave. I don't know when I'm at the about the cemetery by shopping center. I want to have we never like it. And I want to check out about furniture. I want to have I don't want to live in my bank. You deputy governor who only believe that will become. We go to our speaker, we are saga. We look up how we are. But I will make a good. I suppose I have them kind of go. I will look about I will look about here. I will look about law. I want to look at them down. To make a comment about to make a review. To look at them, how you got them, I know Israel. I want them all in that I and they are what he did. I anyị ụmụ anyanwụ anyị kọ ga-agba anyị kọrọ onye na-amara anyị ndị ike na na-eji ọnwa ndị Naijiria iberibe nwa igbo mmemme ya ọrụ ya na uro ya na-akadịkwa anyị ike ule winas iberibe kirigwa n'ebe dum ezi ọrụ ndị anyị eji gbara ụlọ agba ha agbala enwe tụtụgwa winas ndị chọọchị ndị Yoruba ị gọvanọ ịchọ pastọ ọ bụ na winas matọs last year of first ọ bụ omega abụ ọ gaghị agara gị ụdị n'ikonomi satụrụ n'igwe onye hapụ mfe ego onye oriri onye oriri onye pụta n'igwe onye pụta n'igwe nene ya amadị ha lee kama alụ ndị mmadụ ji mana chiri nwa onye wepụrụ agbara ya laga chiri kpọọ mmemme ọ wee na ọgwụ ọjọọ ji ndị gburu ọzọ ibe ya wepụ sign off from here. Thank you, sir.
God bless you, my brother. We are inching closer to the end of this program. Our people must understand whatever we tell you here, it is to prepare your heart for what is coming. Because most of you are not ready. Believe me, there is not much we can do, believe me. But it is a promise we are making to all of you. The sacrifice of our foreign hero will never be in vain. We are not here to conquer anybody. We are not here to take that which belongs to anybody. We are not here to disrespect anybody. But we want to make sure that the sacrifice of our foreign heroes will never be in vain. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Hello, Master Nibe. Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
I'm calling from Ipob province.
Go ahead.
My name is Friday. I really thank Spoke Savian, who made it possible for you to live inside the land of David. That time will surely come. As May, I want to inform every people that staying in this town, Abba. Hello?
Go ahead.
Yes, okay. I want to tell people in Abba to wake up for 30th May. Sit at home. Everybody should stay at home to remember those people that have committed their life because of war. Let everybody comply to sit at home, totally sit at home. I believe that Biafra is already at hand. So there's some people that are not joking. When you comply, we know that we are not joking. Thank you, Master Niga. May Chukwu Kagama bless you. Bless my deputy, Chief Master Nikemeko. Bless our director, Master Nandekam. All the faithful officers of IPOT.
Thank you very much. The same conspiracy against us, the generation of Biafran between 1967 and 1970, is still ongoing. But notwithstanding, we just want people to understand and take notice of what is happening for record purposes. As I'm winding up this very moment, coming to an end of this evening program, Biafrans across the globe must understand. We're not asking for anything. We just want to exercise our right to self-determination. We want to be the author of our destiny. Ahmadu Bello said that they will never allow us to be in control of our destiny again, but we shall see how it goes. 30th of May, we're going to remember our foreign heroes and heroines. If Nigeria like, if Jubril like, if Bruta like, if all the Boko Haram Nigerian security apparatus like, if they like, let them say, how do they say? We honor Biafran's foreign heroes and heroines and they endorse what we are doing. It will not change anything. It will never change anything. One thing is for sure, the sacrifice of our fallen heroes will never be in vain. And as I should say this moment, good night, goodbye, wherever you are. Tomorrow morning, we'll continue from where we stop. Thank you.
We have crossed our sea. We've gone far in this wilderness. Big distant steps ahead. We are no longer in Egypt. We have crossed our seas. We've gone far in this wilderness. Big distant steps ahead. When it gets tough to end this weather, our heroes will not be no retreat, no surrender. Biafra's already here. Not yet, we remember. youth. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Inside the wilderness, never open your soul to the wicked world. Penetrate and kill your people. Nobody can charge you to say. Inside the wilderness, never sell your soul to the wicked world. Penetrate and kill your people. God has charged you to say. When you can stop to end this, there are heroes we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of our great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourself to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God has put in your hands to save. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourself to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God has told you to save. When you get up to end this, there are heroes in the end. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. But yet we remember the price of our great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Be courageous. Remain resolute. Be your brother's keeper. Darkest hour of the night. Bring forth new day. New grace and favor. New peace. Especially hope. More closer to our land of freedom. When you get up to end this, there are heroes we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of our great hero. Heroes, channel commercial activity. In period of reception, when it gets up to end this, there are heroes we not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. When it gets up.
Hello Biafrans, this message is brought to you by Biafrans Got Talent in different languages.
Ndị mbise mma mmanụ, ndị mmadụ ekele m unu, ewere m unu ozi, asị m agwa unu, si on 30th May, onye ọbụla nọrọ n'ụlọ, ka anyị ike kwanyere ndị nwụrụ n'ihi Biafra ugwu. Adịghị ọzọ anyị nwere ike imere, lawo gị ikpe oru n'ụlọ ụbọchị ahụ, si ihe emeene, ka anyị ike nwere onwe anyị, ndewo.
Ndị ala ụtụtụ ya na ndị arụ chukwu indewonu ọnwụ iyi na-ekwu iyi n'ụtụtụ ọnwa si biko nne ịgbalị anị nọtụrụ n'irule 30th May bịa ibe ọbụla aga ịnọtụrụ n'ala a were nwosa nwaanyị a were nwosa Biafra onye ha na-arịọ enyi biko lụnị ịnọtụrụ n'irule ma ihe apụrụ ụbọchị ọhụ a were kweri ụmụnne anyị ndị nwụrụ anwụ maka ịhazi ozi Biafra ọnwa
Mekon buto etenyen ge isonga bibio. Amin no ene kamfu. Ugo ye fien bo ku yu wa isen kusene 30th May. Kusene 30th May aru sene meke banga ke no ndi eri yang anyan. Akba yang wa isen aru fana fo se fo yang ko do fo yang oben. Amin bon domi ya fo ko yang wa isen 30th May. Ke 30th May yang aru usen fo yang tu fok. Ayo odi anke na fo tie gu fok do. Afo yang obondo afo yang do kom mo bondom ke fo do wo ekoto ko bio Nigeria. Ke fo do wo Biafra. Tiaga fok 30th May bari ka yang ile mfoku fok yang ile mfoku mfana me kom mu no bi
ndị Ebonyi unu dịkwa ahụ ike o unu nọ hụ n'ụlọ maka ndị nwaanyị nwụhụrụ anwụhụ na 30th May maka nwere onwe nke ala anyị Biafra ndokwanụ
emesiere o ndị toite enyen ye ndị toika nyen kison kalaba mbok nda usene mimbenge mufo ndị to efre brutu etieku fok usen 30th May ke kukuru nyiniri ndi to Biafra ya nyini da iye ni dem nyen ya nyini kpong iso mimi fon ke iye ni ye irem nyen ira ikpono ndi to ete nyen ye ndi to ka nyen ki so Biafra e pare ke nyen ndi yene eti obio mbok mekpe mufu bok userero 30th May eti ekufo
ndị item jọkwa n'uwo ihe mbe ịkpara unu tonwa bụ mmadụ aha nọmara ime ụlọ 30th of May nọmalụ ime ụlọ ka anyị kwarụ ụmụ nwoke ụmụ nwaanyị nwa ọnụ na ọrụ Biafra ka anyị kwarụ ugwu nọma gbọọ n'ime ụlọ ụnụ afụsatụkwala ezi 30th of May jọkwa
ebe anyị ekene m unu ife m kwuru ekwu bụ maka 30th May mbọsị na-abịa abịa anyị anọ n'ụlọ ka anyị nwee ike lote ndị niile nwụgolu anyị maka nwere onwe Biafra ife m na-agwakwu n'ụlọ si m na ana obi n'ọkwa n'ife onye kpọrọ nkịtị ya ka ọ na-aza Biafra bụ nke anyị ka anyị nọlụ kwanyelu ndị niile ndị nwụgolu maka Biafra ugwu ịnụnụ biko zianụ ayọ ka m na ọyọ unu
ndị ngwa anụ asị m na mbịa gwunula abalị 30 n'ime ọnwa ise wụ Mee nke ndị bekee na-adịkwa n'ikpọ 30th May anyị hawụ ndị Biafra anyị si ka anyị were ehihie echi ahụ cheta ụmụnne anyị niile ndị nwụrụ n'ihi nwụrụ nwa anyị wụ Biafra biko adị m iri unu dịka arịrịọ si unu biko orula ehihie ahụ unu nọrọ n'ụlọ unu nọrọ kpọrọ unu n'ụlọ tee unu na mmiri unu rie ọhịa m si ka m gwa unu
Wagwan Jamaica, enough respect for you all. About to respect for me brother man them Biafrans and a Jamrock. Me want to tell you something now. It's all about at the 30th May. You know how we are falling hero them at them lay down them life away. You know have to second down type on no house. You know have to mourn them, you know, cause them a do a big strength in for way. One have to tell you no react now, you know have to sit down on no house. You know mourn them on 30th May. Go no way, me tell you brother. Cause we have to remember them. It's a big thing for them do for we. Enough respect for you all.
Ndeka Ndebo na Delta State Biafraland dodo na dịghị ime mụlọ na 30th May.
Ndị Anambra ekene m unu ana m asị ka anyị niile nọrọ na yard na 30th May nke na-eje ịbịa ka anyị cheta ndị be anyị ndị nwụrụ anwụ maka na ọtụtụ ụmụnne anyị anwụgo maka ife Biafra ka anyị kwanyere fa ugwu ikpeazụ nke anyị ga-enyere fa anyị nọrọ n'ụlọ na 30th May cheta fa udo dịrị unu.